basically what I was saying is that I need a way to say I could press stop here on the camera itself because I need to use the camera's picture in picture to talk about different points of what I want to talk about in order to uh, fully elaborate more vividly to some people how to explain something so that it is understood because we normally need graphs and other ways of making something really vivid, magnify, congruent into someone's mind about ideas. So I'm gonna push stop on the camera and keep going with the built-in screen recorder from this Android device. Well, let's go there. The reason I want to do that is because I want to talk about something very special, a dam. Why? Because the intent was to create electricity flow, the way a turbine engine works. Now, the way a turbine engine works is it spins like one of those fireworks things. Now, if you keep that idea of the firework, kind of like this firework here. See, the thing is that the circular thing to the right, there's a nice picture of Nikola Tesla. The circular picture there on the right is a combination of the one on the not well. The whole thing is a picture. This whole thing is a picture, but over here in the bottom right, next to the 924, it's green and it's gray circular. The way that spins is the way that firework would spin. That spins and it spins off fireworks. Now, if you look at the one on the left, the one that has the red arrow swinging out of it into the green, I'm sorry, into the gray one with the green circles in it. That is how you kind of want to connect your turbines so that they don't necessarily blow or explode. Because I feel that that could be a problem that the dams have. So you want to create a net, a gear set of all of these turbine engines so that they can all kind of have their throttles in a web-like way, but not exactly like a web, but something just that has them all connected. Because if we go over here and see the one that has this connection here on the bottom one where it says how it works, the Hoover Dam. By the way, the murky water is because of the animals or the sea life that is getting caught up in there that we're trying to stop. And the way you stop something like that, and there's the turbine spinning, which we already have an idea of how it works over here with this picture here, the one with Nikola Tesla describing how a turbine engine works. And it's almost like he has two of them connected at the same time with that web-like idea, or that net-like idea, or that honeycomb, 5-point, however you want to call it. And so if we go to more pictures here, because I was thinking about not necessarily going through a problem like that, but instead going through a problem like, we already know this one. So remember, over there on the left side, where it connects, just have others connected to another, connected to another, connected to another, instead of having just a row of them. Like this would probably have a row all the way straight into the back, following those power, what do you call those things to the left of that blue and gray cement-like thing on the left side? The Eiffel Towers. It looks like Eiffel Towers. Okay. Oh, that's me without my hat. Let's keep going over here because this right here, you have turbines potentially in all of those shooting out the water, and you don't necessarily want to have that. You want to have a web-like connection of all that inside of a structure already. It kind of, that it doesn't look exactly like this, but they can all be connected to each other in a row going out as an example. And then you can throttle each one. And this man here from, I think, the brain time, I think is where he comes. We'll go to some of these videos because he's got some interesting things to talk about. I think this is one of them. I don't know if it's Mad Lab, but he talks about it. He was in this video as well, I think. I can't remember. I just saw it. So my idea is a domino effect of inserting this on there so that we don't have an explosion like this, and that's where the turbines kind of lined up will theoretically fix this problem. here of the dam exploding. So instead of it just, this slide coming down into the turbine engine, to another turbine engine, to another turbine engine, to another turbine engine in a line from the slide. How would you say? Consecutively? Yeah, consecutively. That's a good word for it. So if we went over here and saw how this dam is working. So here we go. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to talk about. And it's probably going to...
If you want to get into crypto, you need...
Sorry. Let me have to do this because I would rather just do it like that. So we can show that that is exactly what I want to talk about. Because if you consider the space station and the way that that works, then you sort of have an idea to where, let me go over here to myself, because so let me switch this around. You want to kind of be able to say that you have that hole that was spinning in there opened up already, and that platform that was coming in to insert a cylinder that can fit there. I'm not sure how that was made. It's probably to do with the turbine engine under there that is creating that tornado-like effect. So you don't necessarily need to have that tornado-like effect at the bottom. What you need to do is have a sort of just a slot so that you can come in with that. You know how they make the spaceships for Elon Musk's SpaceX company, how he has got the thing coming up and astronauts go to the side. So instead, what you can have is where the dam is being built, you can put that in there and slide it out so they can create something that is going down into there. It's probably going to have to be really tall so that you can insert something really down to insert cement in there. And you want to make it really thick so that you can insert filters that have really tiny holes to let water in from the ocean into your dam. It's gonna fix a lot of problem with marine life, which is what we're trying to do, is not kill life, trying to preserve it. Because the more light we have, sorry for all the fidgetiness, the more light we have, the more light we have. The more life we have, the more light we have. Because Elon Musk has another company, it's called Neuralink. He was trying to make a chip for it because he can easily tell you himself that the brain does have electricity. So if you have more life, then you have more light. If you have more light, does that mean the volcanoes keep on erupting? So that we can create more land? Because it's easy to get out of the way of a volcano and then rebuild something really awesome afterwards. Since the government can easily say, hey, that wasn't your problem. We got together as a democratic government and said, hey, we don't really need for you to suffer because this is good news. Volcanoes could probably mean that a lot of people are having babies out there, like in La Palma. I don't know if that's still going. I'll double check. So let's go there. Let's go to La Palma and talk about volcanoes now because La Palma. There we go. Wow, live view. Here we go. Perfect.
Bitcoin, the best money we've ever had. With a different kind of money comes a different kind of card. Crypto.com Visa card, powered by crypto.
Because we actually do.
Reserve yours now.
Don't we? Not all of them do this. Just La Palma is being nice enough. And
if you want to eat healthy and feel your best, you gotta try Kachava. Kachava is the world's healthiest all-in-one meal shake.
Whatever they're talking about.
It's made with over 70 plant-based superfoods and nutrients.
If all that stuff is vegetarian, I'm all on board. Now look at that. Vegetarian food. That's why we're doing this. We're talking about the
giving
dam,
you all your essentials
the
in
turbine
one
engines that Elon Musk,
delicious
Nikola Tesla
meal.
probably first invented at first, or probably got the idea from someone else. But was the first
Just
one to kind of write
water,
it down
2 scoops,
say,
blend and
this is
go.
what we've got here.
A complete meal in
A turbine
seconds
engine
to
that
keep you
creates
going for
electricity based
hours.
on a force that is just created.
Only the highest quality plant-based ingredients
Create a tornado.
to fuel your body and mind.
That something like that creates enough potential energy for us.
Made for health-conscious people on the go.
Something like that light.
It's amazing what you can do when you eat healthy and feel your best.
Which is
Join
kind of
thousands
the
of
same kind
happy
we have in our
customers
brain
using
because it's kind of
Kachava to
Neuralink.
achieve their health
That he
goals.
can usually
It all
tell you
starts
about.
with changing what
If
you
you
put
ever
into your
look up
body.
what he's talking about, or
Click
whatever
the link and
neurologist,
start today.
you ask the question of it, it's like, yeah, brains have electricity. So does other life forms, like a monkey, because that's one way that they tested. They kind of like cut around the head, popped it open, and said, look at the electricity in the brain. It's real. Or no. That's probably not how it started. They probably saw the hieroglyphics under Egypt, the pyramids there, and they said, what were they doing to this guy's eyes to create electricity? Or was it an orange? Was it that citrusy stuff? It's one or the other, huh? They were lighting things up in a strange way down there, and that's why they're like, we need to hide from God. We need from God. So that God doesn't see us killing people. How ignorant of a person, huh? To think that you can hide from light when you carry it with you. So if you carry light with you, are you hiding from it? It's nice to think, we're not hiding from light. Oh, there's a target symbol. You know, one of those things where you kind of circle around thinking, it's like, hey, I'm just gonna press your buttons, dude, because I know that you know. I know that you know what I'm talking about. Was this like that the last time we saw it? Day 1? What day is this? Seriously, it's got to be in the 50s. Is it going on 60 yet? A volcano going on 60. Wow. I don't know what day it's on. But if it's close to, it's around 60. Let's say it's estimated. Because if you round up from 5, like 55, you have to go 60. Rounding up. Remember that from math class? I hope we still teach things like that so that we can get the mind turbining. Wow, that's a cool thing. What a cool thing. But don't look at the mind as a turbine engine. Look at a turbine engine as a turbine engine. And give credit to Nikola Tesla and anybody else who said, oh, that's how you make light instead of from somebody's brain? Mining it from somebody's brain? Okay, that damn idea is going to be good because I'll go through it. Yeah, because where did I go? It doesn't matter. Because those turbine engines, excuse me, if you line them up and be able to throttle them from the top point right there, wherever that is that it's at. Celery, I like it. That is that it's at on the top there. And let's focus on this here a little bit more because the top part is what I'm talking about right here. Over in the top there. Like somebody can be up there or they don't necessarily have to be there, whatever control room they're at. Or heck yeah, you can probably put another little tiny turbine engine on top of there. And that's probably what they did to kind of like throttle it. Remember that word, throttling it? Let's give credit to these guys here, how a dam works. BC Hydro. Who else made videos at? These are some of the ones that explode because of whatever energy. Oh, and then there's a picture of the volcano. It's an idea of how it could potentially become announced since our Earth is, you know, not necessarily made out of pure rock. And that's what's kind of going up in there. Does that make sense for people? So why not mine for petroleum all day long instead of buying it from Saudi Arabia? Because then you're going to wonder, hey, Saudi Arabia, have you guys run out of this stuff coming out of the bottom yet? Have you? Going on how many days? 60 something? Maybe below, maybe more? What is it? guys remember Beavis and Butthead? I highly recommend that show. It shows you about music videos and how the 90s were kind of formed and grunge, and yeah, they're very grungy. Anyways, let's go back to this thing here, because we want to ensure that this domino effect that I'm talking about up over here is, so if you have that spaceship thing that builds, you know, here's the rail. I know you can't see me, but if I can do, you know what, let's see if we can do that. Let's just see if we can do it, because we have enough info here to say, hi everyone. It's a good thing I'm not telling you all of this here, because so you have to subscribe and then wait. Okay, it doesn't matter. So far, yeah, he's at 180,000 subscribers, and yeah, this is ridiculous. So let's just subscribe there, go there, and then go into where we're trying to go as well. I wonder if they can just let you. No, yeah, it's not the same guy. It's just the same company. It is. He's showing it twice. They're showing it twice. Look. See? Same thing. Oh. Okay. So let's go back to this then. Because we definitely want to talk
Google
about
Fi, a phone plan by Google.
And
End-to-end encryption automatically secures calls between Android phones on Fi, so they stay private. Plus, all phones come with built-in VPN and spam blocking. You can join Fi with no contracts or hidden fees. Learn more today.
If you were in the Marine Corps, give him one. That's all right. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Priceline works with top hotels to sell their unsold rooms, saving you up to 60%. Ah, yes, the parental delegation.
You should stay with us. It's no trouble.
It's no trouble for him.
Fine, don't stay with
It's a Turkish word
I
that
didn't
means
really
to kill.
ask to.
Just because anybody wants to.
Priceline. Every
And
trip
they had to
is a
know
big
these things
deal.
because people had to defend against other people for coming over into our country, and so that's when people are trying to do
Dams
that.
shape the world around us. They reimagine vast
Because
landscapes
this
by
stuff up
repurposing
here is
rivers,
what
and
we're
they
really
provide
trying to do.
energy to millions of homes across the
Regardless of how
globe.
it looks,
These
if you
monolithic
can
civil
picture-
engineering wonders have
if you can picture something that has like glass over that, and you're walking over it, and you're seeing, look at how crystal clear this water is, instead of murky milky or murky brown. Gross. And you guys drink it, and that's why you have to filter these things so much. Right here, over here, a lot. Like this. Water faucets. You have to filter these things a lot so that you get clean water. If not, you have to get it from the refrigerator, which I don't need because I have it over there. I got a bunch of food over there. Chips, potatoes. I'm a vegetarian, remember? I know that you know. I know that you know. That life is in the water, and we don't want to see it this murky up here. We want to kind of walk over it and say, hey, is this water clear? Do we need to do the bleach test and put in copper rods in there to see if it's still creating bleach? Because if it's still creating bleach, there might still be life in it. What do you guys think? Do you guys know how to make bleach? Because I know how. You put electricity into the water. It's kind of like going into in reverse of this, like an inversive, outversive type of a thing. Outversive is something that kind of came along the way when talking about all these weird things that are just kind of bing, light bulbing. Where'd it go? Right there. Light bulbing, bing. You guys like that web browser? It's like Google. And people are trying to copy each other. And this is good to copy. Please copy this idea. Please. Because if you do, you're going to have a transparent dam to walk over. And that's going to be a good dam, not a bad dam. Because instead of saying, God damn, you're going to say good damn after that. Because that was a good idea. Bing! Electricity. That's why the light bulb, hey, is that thing turning on in there? Because now do you guys get it? Why they call it a light bulb? And why they call it bing? And why they say, good idea, let's go with it. Copy it, please. Don't just one person do it and go, oh, nice secret show. Oh, let's do this, let's capitalize and make a lot of money. Because you still can. Why? Because you need a lot of workers, because you don't want that thing to blow up. Does it blow up?
Been around since the birth of civilization, and today they are a vital source of electricity. Globally, 16% of the world's electricity is produced through hydroelectric power plants, most of which are located inside.
So this hole right here is, before it's there, you know that platform that was coming on top from right here? You go over it and then you lift up and then you insert it all the way down in there so that you can start cementing. But first, you probably want to insert all of those things. Yes, darkness. You want to insert all of those things into the darkness that's going to create. Oh man, I left it there on purpose. On purpose. The thing is that the water is carrying too much life. And that's why we're trying to fix this problem. I know it's not going to be fixed by then, but I am going to buy my Clorox bleach towelettes so that I can kind of get fixed up. Yeah, sorry, I have to shift around a lot so that my legs don't fall asleep. Sometimes they fall asleep sitting down, and I didn't mean to give you that wink, and standing up as well. Does that happen to everybody? Probably, huh? Anyways, it probably wouldn't happen anymore if you became a vegetarian and you started thinking about ideas like this to come on from the top. And see, the thing is that you're gonna have to like build outward enough so that you don't fall inward into the water, because you're gonna want to build out over the water so you can come inside. Oh yeah, there was darkness there, man. Thing that I'm doing is I was picking up a bunch of dirt, trying to like gather it together, like, and threw it into the dirt again. If you ever do that, be careful, it gets stuck in between your nails. Let's keep going, because I know that you know. I know that you know, man. I'm getting tired. So, okay, now we understand how to make this happen and how to cement into it so that we can make more into it, more into it, more into it, more into it. The light. It's great, isn't it? I don't know if I want to stop there, but I do look kind of dark. Now I look light. From darkness. From darkness. It's a light.